We're a married couple in Vancouver, Canada, and this is our debt payoff journey. Update on our debt. Last week, it was $22,812.56, and this week, it's the same. The work that we've done in the last week will count for June when it hits our bank, and we'll likely save some, spend some, and put some toward our debt. Food-wise, this past week has been pretty good. We didn't have the same abundance of fruit and veg as the previous weeks, but we still had great meals. It was really nice to have food that was already made in the freezer to pull out for quick meals, and to have that frozen veg that was already washed and chopped. We made no egg, no oil banana bread together, and finally used some of our frozen ripe bananas and frozen homemade applesauce. And it was so good. Life-wise, we've gotten used to having less sleep and are getting by. We have faith that God has good plans for us, and we're waiting on Him for our next steps. He will make a way for us. It has been difficult, but it's been a time of immense growth for us. Through sleep deprivation, we have kept to our new budget, made new routines, done new things that were out of our comfort zone, and somehow have been able to find time to start playing again, which has been fun, but also content creation, because we have a second channel. It's called T&M Minecraft. If you guys want to check it out, please don't feel obliged to check it out, and no worries at all if it's not your thing. Budget-wise, it feels so nice to have money set aside for the month and dedicated to different categories of our lives. We had some rollover last month, which is amazing. It feels so good to be on a budget and to stay on the budget. I'm glad that it seems to be a realistic budget for us, especially now that we've increased our gas allowance. We'll see how it goes though. It's also so nice to have this weekly video where we do this check-in together and I update y'all on our debt and spending. It's helped us stay consistent with all aspects of budgeting, like making our budget, planning our purchases with the budget in mind, shopping with intention, keeping our receipts to keep track of what we've spent, and keeping track of our spending through online banking as well, logging all our spending, and talking about it. So thank you guys so much for coming on this journey with us. Oh yeah, about our spending last week. We gave $15.50 from our giving budget to a friend that the Lord put on my heart. We spent $40 on gas, $7.82 on personal care, $1,950 on rent, and we were in need of food, but we didn't want to shop in person on Canada Day. So we made a delivery from Superstore and got 200 milliliters of pure maple syrup for $5, a head of red lettuce for $1.50, 3 pounds of red and yellow potatoes for $3.97, 227 grams of shishito peppers for $4, 4 liters of whole milk for $6.11, 1 liter of sparkling water for $1, 200 grams of hard ripened cheese for $7.99, 240 grams of fresh, firm, natural cheese curds for $5, 340 grams of ranch dip for $5, 750 grams of 3.25% yogurt for $2.49, 37 907-gram bags of various beans and lentils for $2 each, 500 milliliters of vanilla ice cream for $4.50, 600 grams of organic blueberries for $8.50, 500 milliliters of hand soap for $6.99, 800 milliliters of all-purpose cleaner and disinfecting tub and towel cleaner for $3.75 each, 6 double rolls of paper towel for $11.87, and 946 milliliters of unscented hand and body lotion for $16.49, for a total of $188.45. We redeemed $10 of PC Optimum points and tipped $5 from our giving fund. So $135.46 came from our food budget, $29.52 came from our household budget, and $18.47 came from our personal care budget. Before we shop for groceries, let's have a look at what we have. Let's see what's in the fridge. Okay. So, we still have 6 eggs. So we have ranch, half a container of yogurt. This is our little dairy section. We've got squeakers, cheese curds. We've got some hard ripened cheese, butter, and a bit of Dutch cheese. Here we have some pasta, gochujang, beef fat, beef, yellow split peas that are soaking, more pasta, and beef. Then we have veggies. One of my husband's favorites, shishito peppers, red lettuce. We still have our tomato from last week. And we still have our cilantro from last week. It'll perk right back up. In our fruit drawer, we have 3 limes and 1 lemon. In this drawer down here, we have some green onion. We have a tiny bit of sriracha, quite a bit of ketchup. We're about halfway through the mustard. We have this much soy sauce, a bit of peanut butter, but a third of the better than bouillon. This is our new milk for this week. This is our old milk from last week. There's a bit left. And this is our new sparkling water, our maple syrup, and some yeast. Okay, oh gosh, messy. Okay, so we have some frozen cabbage, some rice and potatoes, new frozen blueberries, some vanilla ice cream, huckleberries, salmon berries, more huckleberries. Back here we have lemon zest, more salmon berries, some beef fat, 2 containers of pea soup. We have chicken fat and chicken jelly and chicken skin. And we still have some coffee. Frozen tomatoes, I used some this past week. Frozen cocktail tomatoes, I also used some this past week. And we have frozen peas, pulled pork, and beef bones. 2 frozen bananas, a lot of frozen chicken wontons, and 3 pounds of lean grass-fed ground beef. In this pantry, we have 4 liters of olive oil in our backstock. We have some vinegar, have a lot of decaf black tea, some caffeinated tea, this many peanuts, a lot of coffee filters. Ooh, we're working through our honey. We're right here. And we have some herbal teas. Canned ham, canned corned beef, fruit cocktail. We still have this yeast that I need to portion out and freeze. We have cornstarch, a bit of sugar, various other sugars, a whole bag of icing sugar, and still a whole bag of tapioca flour. Down here, we have most of 5 pounds of flour. Oh, so messy. Half a bag of oats, roughly 2 pounds of pasta here. More in our backstock, I'll show you guys. And bean and lentil wise, we have 4 pounds of yellow peas back there. Split yellow peas and whole yellow peas. We have some chickpeas and some pot barley. We have this much sugar down here, quite a bit of popcorn, 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 1 jar of strained crushed tomatoes, and our baking supplies, and some concentrated tomato paste. Potato-wise, we have 3 pounds of red and yellow potatoes, and we still have our potato from last week. We now have 6 rolls of paper towel. 1 is on the holder. We still have this much rice. We haven't eaten much of it. And down here, we have 14 pounds of pasta. Oil-wise, we have this much left. We went through about this much oil this past week. And these are the beans that we got. 60 pounds of beans. And some beans that we haven't tried cooking yet are red beans and light red kidney beans. Let's have a look at our sheets. Okie dokes. So today is the 1st. Happy Canada Day. And we've already done some shopping for this month, and it was delivered today. So this month we have $350 for our groceries because it's a 5-week month. And we had a rollover of 32 cents from last month. What we're working with today for food is $214. It kind of worked backwards again. Milk, deposit, $4.21. 2 dozen eggs, plus 10 for fruit and 10 for veg. It's like $34. So say we need $40. It's funny because it's our old budget. At least $40 for the next 4 weeks. It's $160. So 214, 6 minus 160. 54.86. This is just kind of like I'm mentally planning out the month a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, it's just new. We're not used to working with such a big budget up front, but I do really enjoy the buying power. We should go into this with a budget that is established, but it's a little bit flexible, but it should not surpass 54.86. if we were to spend $54.86 today, in the coming weeks, we would be able to get the most basic of things, which is for us, milk, 2 dozen eggs, and some fruit and veg. So for today, let's establish our budget, food budget, as $54.86. And our sales fund currently has $19.91. Our household budget for this month is $33.80. So this is what we're working with for food. And this week we will take out 10 for fruit and 12 for veg. Hopefully that'll be good. Okay, let's have a look at the flyers. So this is the flyer that starts on July 2nd and goes until July 8th. Oh, this is the brand of the ice cream that we got. Yeah, these ones are 2 different flavors, but the ingredients for the vanilla one was really good. 11 mini cucumbers for $3.64. I feel like that's similar to the price we saw at No Frills. I feel like it's a decent deal, but not an amazing one. 750 grams divided by 453.59 grams means that it's 1.65 pounds. 364 divided by 165, the price divided by the poundage is $2.20 a pound. So Persia Foods had Persian mini cucumbers for $1 a pound, but then that became $1.50 a pound, and now it's $2 a pound. And these are $2.20 a pound, so it's kind of close. Yeah, they're not going to be going on our list, but if we didn't know about Persia Foods, they probably would be going on our list because mini cucumbers are so good. They have tomatoes on the vine for $1.49 a pound. I think in the summer this is the regular price. I could be wrong though. Anyway, it's hard not to compare these prices to what we've seen at Persia Foods. Persia Foods was offering spinach for $1.49, and these are $2.49 per bunch. Though technically, it says today on Wednesday, their regular price $2.75, and starting next week they'll be $2.49, so that's slightly better for Superstore. Ground pork, $4.50 for 450 grams. Interesting. It's not going to be for us this week. The members price for the colorful goldfish is $1.99. Still not going to get us, but it's kind of appealing. We may get them one day. It's because they're kind of fun, because they're colorful. $5 for fresh mozzarella. And for some feta, I think Costco is a better price, but not bad for $5, but it's not going to go on our list. Okay, well, that's it for the Superstore flyer. I didn't write anything down. I guess in part, maybe it's because we already bought a lot of stuff, but I also didn't see any really good deals. Anyway, let's move on. Let's look at Kins. Here we have the daily specials. Okay, so from Monday to Thursday this week, they have $1.49 a pound for large yellow nectarines. And they have 2 bunches of carrots for $3. Not for us. And then starting Friday, July 3rd until Sunday, July 5th, we'll have $1.99 a pound for broccoli crowns and $1.99 each for romaine lettuce. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's not going to be for us either. Next, let's look at Walmart. They have mini cucumbers for $1.94 a pound. Better than Superstore where it was $2.20 a pound. It's actually a bit better than Persia Foods where it's been $1.99 a pound. But every week is different, so it could be as low as 99 cents a pound. Walmart is offering 400 grams of cheese for $4.98. I feel like we've looked at this before and it's pretty good. It's not as good as Safeway's $4.44 deal. $4.98 divided by 400 grams. So I do tend to multiply this by 700 grams because that used to be the size and price of Superstore's no-name cheese block, which used to be $8.79, but is now $8.99, or maybe it's gone up again. This would be $8.70. I feel like it's pretty good. Ooh, passion fruit. That is so cool. I don't think I've ever had a fresh passion fruit. Only passion fruit bubble tea. One day, we'll try more exotic fruits. Not for us today. Well, they're still offering the French's ketchup, 1 liter of ketchup for $2.97. It is appealing. Yeah, I think it's okay. So let's keep going. Ooh, they have the 30-pack of velour bathroom tissues. I feel like this lasts a long time so far. Okay, that's it for the Walmart flyer. I didn't write anything down. I guess that's all right. Anyway, let's have a look at the no frills flyer. So this is the no frills flyer. Some interesting things here. They are offering these salad kits for $3.76, which I think is a much more reasonable price than $6.99. Yeah, it's not going to be going on our list, but if y'all are interested. And then they're also offering 2 pounds of lean grass-fed ground beef for $11.88. So $11.88 divided by 2, that's $5.94 a pound. Seems pretty good. We're still good for a while. They have butter for $4.99. Oh, they're offering a bag of pierogies for $1, but I guess their regular price $1.59. And Unico tomatoes for $1.50. Yeah, these won't be going on our list. Ooh, the Gallo olive oil is $8.99 again. It's nice. They seem to have this deal quite often. They have 5 pounds of apples for $6.99. $6.99 divided by 5. That's $1.30. Well, that's $1.40 a pound. That seems really good. Yeah, we will write it down. I don't think it would be worth the trip for us, but if there are other things that we could price match, we could go to Superstore and get these. We'll see what else is offered. Japanese sweet yams for $2.99 a pound. Kind of appealing, but it's not going to be going on our list this week. Ooh, $2.79 for yogurt. I think we paid a little bit less for that. I feel like that's a good price. Well, that's it for the no frills flyer. Let's have a look at the Safeway flyer. Okay, so this is the Safeway flyer. Ooh, they're offering $3.44 a pound for grapes. Extra large red or green seedless grapes. I feel like that's a pretty good price. I do want to write it down for the price book, but not for our list. Wow, this is Compliment seasoned, boneless, skinless chicken breast, frozen, $4.88 a pound, so it's $43.04 for a 4-kilogram box. For one piece, there is 480 milligrams of sodium, 100 calories, 21 grams of protein, 1.5 grams of fat. Interesting. Where are the ingredients? Oh, here we go. So the ingredients: boneless, skinless chicken breast, water, salt, isolated soya protein, sodium tripolyphosphate. Interesting. Yeah, that's not going to be going on our list. Not to say those things are bad, but it's just not as simple as we would like it to be. That seems like a really great price for chicken breast. Maybe it's because of the other stuff in there. I don't know. If you guys want, let me know what you guys think of this. Ooh. These are $3.49. It's been a long time since we had sauerkraut. I feel like that's a pretty good price. Ooh, and there's red cabbage as well. That's so cool. Let's write this down. 796 milliliters of sauerkraut for $3.49, or 720 milliliters of red cabbage for $3.49. Ooh, $5.44 for 18 eggs. Let's have a look. $5.44 divided by 18. That's 30 cents an egg. Yes. Let's write that down. So 18 large eggs for $5.44. That's awesome. Okay, let's keep looking. Honestly, it's been a while since we bought sugar, so I don't know if this is a good price. This looks like a good price, $2.49 for 2 kilograms of sugar. It's probably a better price at Costco, but sometimes it's nice to have a little bag. I feel like our sugar will last us for a little while though. Ooh, we haven't tried this one before. $1.29 a pound for canary melon. Looks pretty good. Ooh, we haven't tried this one either. $1.29 a pound for a Santa Claus melon. Ooh, a hammy melon for $1.29 a pound as well. I feel like these are good prices for melons, for these special melons, but they won't be going on our list. Ooh, I feel like this is a pretty good price. How many grams? This is 200 grams of Parmesan cheese for $9.99. I almost wish we got this one instead, but that's all right. We did save a bit of money by getting the one that we did. Ooh, okay. First of the season, fresh wild-caught sockeye salmon is here. Just so you guys know, apparently it's salmon season. Or maybe it's not salmon season. Maybe this is just an ad. Okay, that's it for the Safeway flyer. Let's look at the Save on Foods flyer. I feel like for a large store, this is pretty good. This is $4.99 for 2 pounds of colored peppers. At Persia Foods, they often offer their colored peppers for $1.99 a pound. This is $2.50 a pound, which is quite a bit more. No Frills is offering red and green grapes for $3.44 a pound, and Save on Foods is offering green grapes for $2.99 a pound. Let's write that down for our price book. Oh, they're offering 2 for $9 for Adam's peanut butter. That is competitive with Walmart. Okay, that's it for the Save on Foods flyer. Okay, let's bring it all together in the calculator. I'm thinking of getting 36 large eggs, so 2 packs of 18, which are $5.44 each, $10.88. So we'll take that out. And we will get the sauerkraut, the 796 milliliters of sauerkraut for $3.49, which leaves us with $18.49. Okay, from here, let's bump up our fruit budget by $2. So 12 for fruit. And let's bump up our veg budget by $3. So 15 for veg. I'm thinking we might eat all of this in a week. Fruit-wise, we probably will, but veg-wise, we might not. It's really nice to wash and prep some veg ahead of time and to freeze it. Okay, so we are all set. We still have this, as well as some other money that we've set aside for our future shops. We are covered on carbs and on protein for this month, for the most part, with our beans, pasta, and rice. And yeah, so it's a bit different, but this is how it is with the larger budget and using our monthly budget from the start of the month. So that's that. Let's shop. We went to Persia Foods and got 2 Gala apples at $1.49 a pound, 1 Granny Smith apple at $1.99 a pound, 1 green cabbage at 79 cents a pound, 4 white mushrooms at $3.99 a pound, 2 heads of celery for $1.99 each, 2 bunches of spinach for $1.49 each, 1 bunch of parsley for 79 cents, even though the sign said 69 cents, 4 medium grapefruits for $1.29 each, 1 jalapeno pepper at $2.99 a pound, 1 carrot at $1.29 a pound, 5 yellow onions at 79 cents a pound, 1 yellow pepper at $1.99 a pound, 1 red pepper at $1.99 a pound, 2 red beets at $1.49 a pound, 1 head of garlic at $3.99 a pound, even though the sign said $6.99 a pound, 4 bananas at 89 cents a pound, and 5 oranges at $1.49 a pound, for a total of $31.36. At Safeway, we got 2 cartons of 18 large eggs for $5.44 each, for a total of $10.88. Let's track our expenses by logging our purchases. Okay, so here is our monthly budget for July. So let's log our purchases and then I'll go over the budget. First, we have Safeway. This is $10.88 for 36 eggs. And we forgot to pick up the sauerkraut, which is convenient because we went over at Persia Foods. We spent $31.36. And just like that, our monthly food budget is more than half gone, but it is all good because we have our protein for the month. We may want more meat, like some chicken. Actually, we'll see if that fits. Just see how it goes. Because, let's see, 172.62 divided by 4, so there are 4 more weeks to shop. It's about $43.15 a week. And then we'll have 4 liters of milk and 2 dozen eggs and 10 for veg and 10 for fruit, roughly, leaving us with $8.45 left over in the week. Yeah, I could also imagine we take 2 of these weeks and we get a chicken. Okay, so this is what we have left in our food category. Our rent category is empty. Our household category has $33.80 left. Our sales fund has $19.91. In our gas budget, we have $60. We have $5.60 for personal care, $20 for giving, $37.40 for fun, $10.42 for skin and med, $21.17 for miscellaneous. We have $183.12 left in our move budget. We have $53.09 set aside for our fixed expenses, $121.96 for our fixed services. We currently have $157.42 in our sinking funds that we've collected with this budget. There is a bit more in our total sinking funds that we put aside and that we'll use later, but When that comes up, we'll talk about it. And then we also have a $385.04 set aside for our debt minimums. And we're hoping to pay off $1,000 this month. And we have $440 in cash, $20.04 for our subscriptions, $648 for treats. And so our total remaining variable budget to spend this month is $574.92. That's that. And I'll see you next week for an update.